life is a choose your own adventure game. And I know you guys are already probably thinking about, oh no, because what if I'm born into a poor family? What if I'm not genetically fit to do something? Like, this is something that's programmed into probably about like 90% of people. It's instilled in our heads from a young age that whatever happens, whatever obstacle there is, it's not our fault. It's someone else's fault, or something else's fault, or fate wasn't for you. But everyone's gonna face an obstacle, and there's always gonna be a path to reach your final destination and your long-term goal. Maybe your short-term goal, maybe it really was out of your control. Maybe something short like making a flight on time, that can be out of your control. But the goal of making it to your destination on that flight, that goal is still there. It's always going to be there, and there's always a path to eventually make it there. So I just kind of want to talk about this because so many people will just go up and explain like why they're not successful. They'll make so many excuses. They'll be like, oh man, I was born into this poor family, or just every way in the book. And it's just irritating to listen to, because it's no one's fault but your own. At the end of the day, you are in control. So stop blaming your circumstances and stop making excuses for every single thing. You have all these excuses, but you don't have a reason. I'm not saying just like ignore the obstacles in life, because there's 100% guarantee in life you will face obstacles. But that doesn't mean because there's an obstacle, that doesn't mean that you can just say, oh, the obstacle's here, I can't do this. No, you can say, oh yeah, there's an obstacle here, but I'm going to do it anyway. And it's so instilled in our brains from a young age just to kind of make excuses and create reasons for why we aren't going to be successful, that you really just have to figure it out for yourself, that you're really in control of what you do and where you end up. And if you don't end up there, it's no one else's fault besides your own. And and a lot of people aren't going to understand this, but for those who do, those are going to be the top 10% in life. And if you look at any successful person, they're not going to be complaining about a obstacle they went through. They maybe talk about it to like give you inspiration or whatnot, but they're never going to complain about it or say that's why they weren't successful. They're going to be like, I had to go through all this, so you can too. And just, I think you guys get my point. And there's going to be a lot of people who, no matter how many times I say it or I scream from the rooftops, or anyone screams from the rooftops, that just won't understand this. And so 1,000 excuses, but never a reason. All right, bye.